Yo, welcome back to the Demguyspodcast. Welcome back to another episode. He's Raheem. Raheem, how you doing, bro?
I'm good. You're sounding tired though.
Bro, these are dark boy hours right now. Like it's just a lot of stuff. But now, obviously, we had to get this one out. There's no way he would have let us not make a video about
Bro,
this.
when I tell you I wasn't sleeping right, knowing I haven't like voiced my opinion. I don't know what it is, yeah, but I'm just like, I'm in love with people hearing my opinion now. So
Yeah,
I know
light
me being
skin, light skin is
there's no,
self-centered, fam.
yeah, Tuesday. There's no way I was like, Dave dropping albums and he came to Manchester today and I wouldn't speak. Like, what's that?
I was contemplating should I go. I should have went for the podcast so I could have plugged the video with a picture of me and him
But
or
no,
something.
if you'd gone though, I don't know what time you saw it, but by the time I found out,
Oh no,
yeah,
I saw
like,
it early. Like I
is
could have
it?
I would have 1 billion% got in. 1 billion%. I chose not to
So
because the album
heard
was
they
mid.
shut the doors after a bit.
No, they did. No, they did. I thought I could slip it, but listen.
How can my man say that album was mid? But obviously,
But
if
if
you
you
don't
don't
know,
guess right
we're
now,
talking about it.
so we're all alone in this together. Album, rating, review, whatever you call it. But yeah, that's what we're doing. I'm gonna start off with a Dave Stan. I'm gonna say, wait, do you want to give the rating at the end or now?
And
I
do you know,
bet.
to be honest, I don't think I've even formulated a
I
rating.
gave it when I heard it first time. I knew what it was straight away.
Is
You know
it?
what the sad? I'll tell you my experience with the album. I'll tell you, and then you tell me yours.
Yes.
So when I first heard it, the intro, I don't know. I don't want to talk about the track straight away, but when I was listening to it, I remember there was one particular song I couldn't. I was like, I was trying to make myself not like it because I was like, oh, I was scared that I was gonna like him again. So I
That's
was
so,
like,
no, wait, listen, that is so everybody when it comes to Dave. Why are you forcing yourself to hate this guy? It's
no,
good,
it's not
man.
even that. I can't lie. My issue with Dave, I said before, is just because of. Oh, I don't want to say too much now because they don't flow. But let me just say that yeah, I was just what's it called again? I was so scared I was gonna like it. Then there was one song that caught me and I couldn't stop smiling. I was so annoyed. Like I was like, why am I smiling? But I was like, bro, this guy's pen is too. It's a beautiful one. But then I don't know. I think I was waiting for a high point, but then the album ended. Like it, you get me? Like it just I don't know.
Do
How
you know,
what was your
that's the DBE fan in you, bro. You wanted what 30 tracks?
No, not even that it ended too quickly. It just was like, because my issue with the album overall is that it's a good album, but there weren't like, not hits, but like significant songs compared to the rest. Like, I feel like they're all averaging about the same, sort of slightly. But, for example, this how I said it with Psychodrama. I compared to Psychodrama. I'm not going to compare the albums in terms of like the album itself, but just like the way the dynamic worked. And I can imagine if all the projects were like that too. So I think Psychodrama, you had, obviously like the hit, like, you had hits like Stratum or so, like, your locations. Not even like those were like even commercial hits. We had things like Disaster, Screwface Capital, Psycho. Like the intro was good in this one, so I will even count Psycho. But those were like significant tracks that were like, okay, if you're good listening back, you're listening to those. But
I get what you mean.
with
And
this album,
you're
there
not telling me
wasn't
these ones they don't compare. Yeah, I'll give you that.
and deep it. If In the Fire was not in the fire, the album would have been a bit worse. Do you know what I mean? If you understand what I mean, like if because deep it in the
Like,
is In the Fire not in your top three?
yeah, it's in my top three, but
It's in
like,
everybody's top three, and that had the Mandem on it. If you didn't have the Mandem on it,
but no, I don't know
if
because
In the Fire was just a casual song with
it's in my
no,
top three, right?
if it wasn't, if it had no feet, not even that the song itself. Let's say if it was just a little song that just didn't have any features, like there were no hidden. Like I really like the fact it was a hidden, it had hidden features. But let's say In the Fire wasn't on it, the album's really getting rated low, bro. And you know that.
Well, yeah, because it's a great song, but
And
like,
deep it, no, but it
wait,
is. That's what I'm
no,
saying.
but listen, yeah, there are other songs that were very close to being in the top three. Do you know what I mean? So
No,
like,
that's a thing though. I thought they were all samey. Like they weren't. I don't know.
that
They weren't
same,
too
but that
stand
same,
out.
but that same minute. All right, cool. Even
But
if you
it's a
want to
good
come into
standard. it's
That's
a
what I'm
good
saying.
standard.
It's a good standard to be
That's
at.
what I'm saying. You have to listen to it because I've got a bad mouth in it. So it's like when I'm
No
saying
cap,
things, it sounds way worse than I mean. But
no cap.
like David's standard is mad. Like this is that's what I'm saying. It's all a good average. Some a bit better, some above average, but it's like still a good average. But it wasn't like
Dave's
I
mid
don't.
is next man's
Oh
performance.
no, when I say Dave, if I ever say Dave is mid, don't take it to like a next man's mid because they're not. It's not levels. Do you get me?
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I real. Wow, they're not. They're different. You know what I really realized though? I was talking to someone about it today. I realized that let's say if he dropped this like 6 months or something after the psychodrama, I would have been very happier. You know, like after or like even like about even a year later, I feel
Yeah,
like this should have been earlier because it's like there was such a big gap in psychodrama. It's more of like I feel like we're beyond the depressed thing or like the storytelling thing. Like I was expecting something different, but it's like these are still. This is like psychodrama part two or bridged
I'll
or
be
like
real
a
though. No, but I'll be real though. Me here, I obviously when we were talking, I told you I wanted to hear something similar to his Game Over project. But
mm,
I'm actually quite okay with this because even though
it's I'm
it
not
is
okay with
quite
it though.
similar
It's
to
just
his
like it's that's what I'm
psychodrama
saying.
thing,
I'm saying is
but
in my issue is that the fact that bro, it's been about 2 years.
he didn't do this for trend. That's the like
I'm
you
not
can't
saying I
tell me
know,
you're
but
tired
I
of it
didn't I
because he
didn't
doesn't
I didn't
care.
no I didn't bro, I don't say I was tired. I am though. I am though. It's like I didn't
No,
I didn't
you're allowed to be tired, but he's allowed to
it,
not care.
no, but who am I? Do you get me? Like
On
am I
God,
gonna
God,
change am I
like,
change his bag? Do you mean like am I gonna stop his fans from listening? No. Like I'm just stating my opinion. I'm just saying there's a like if he had dropped this a year after psychodrama, I would have better received it because I'm in that mode. It's because I think there's been such a big gap. It's almost like we're beyond that. But the thing is, like, it was really good because it was quite vulnerable in this as well. It had very similar. It feels like Psychodrama's younger brother, if my
well, no,
opinion.
but I don't. I'm gonna stop you there on that one because, like, one personally, I feel like I appreciate this more because the singles from in between, not more than psychodrama, but I'm saying I appreciate this because the singles in between psychodrama and now, obviously, they were not showing Dave to be Dave. You get me? Like they were showing the next Dave, so it kind of like
No, but this
the,
is still that's what
after
I'm saying,
after
bro.
psychodrama, I was up here in it. Then obviously the singles, and then this kind of brought me like it reminded me, man, the Dave Stan you get. But
Nah, because the
now,
things that bro, you won't not get good wordplay from him, or you. But the thing is, I was happy with this because he did give us different flows.
yeah.
So it was
No,
like I don't know.
voice to voice bit. Sorry,
Rapping
sorry.
was
Can we talk on Clash because actually like two of the UK's biggest artists, yeah, Stormzy and Dave, and they
and
thought
they're
it was
using
all
like three and they like
like,
2 3 flows in the whole song. Like, bro, what the fuck?
like
Like,
bro.
bro,
They
let me.
even
Oh,
share
sorry,
the flow, bro. It's not
bro.
even about. It's not even like they had different flow. They shared
They
the
shared
flow.
the flow. They shared it. Imagine out of the millions of flows there are, that man had to share the flow. That's not even, bro. Let me not even talk about flows, bro. We're all alone, bro. That intro was beautiful. Like when I heard that intro, I was charged up.
You
Like
were
I was like,
ready.
you know what? I can't lie. I might be a fan again. I was like,
You were
you know what? If
ready.
you do a meet and greet, I'm definitely going type of thing, bro. Like as you know that what was that the pastor the fire you know that flow there. I was like,
Mm.
this guy can rap, Like I almost forgot. But not even that, bro. Like low key reminded me of Come When You Lost, the intro for that. I don't
Oh
know if you've
yeah,
seen
yeah,
it.
yeah,
You know how
yeah.
he says we're all alone. I think
Mm.
he did Tyler did something like that too. But obviously I don't know if it was an influence, but I don't know. I really like the intro. I don't know. It just I don't know. The album just it was like a good piece of Dave's music. Like and another issue with Dave's music is
Huh.
with it's a good project. Like you can listen to this once and think if you thought it was a 10.
No, bro. I'll stop you there because I listened to 20 to 1 like four
Yeah,
times
but
today alone. Like,
no, you've not. No, 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 no,
yeah,
no.
I thought,
That's
what
not.
are you
That's
telling me? No, I
no.
did,
That's
and I'll
not what
do
I'm
it
trying to
again
say.
tomorrow.
That's not what I'm trying to say. 20 to 1 is a very, very good song. That's like a special mention out of my top three, probably my top five. But I'm saying as in other than the notables, the first time you listen to them, you're thinking it's amazing. This is not. But it's not got the longevity.
but I don't think it's meant to though. I feel like,
But that's what I'm saying. Whether it's not or not meant to or not, it's still
yeah, I get you.
that's still something it's rated by. You get
Yeah,
me? Like
get you.
it's not whether you didn't mean to for it or not. You're still gonna get. That's something like, for example, let's say if you did a piece of writing, but you didn't really care about your punctuation. Just because you didn't care about your punctuation, you're still gonna get graded on it. Do you know what I mean? Like it's still important. It's
I
still
get what you
important to an
mean.
extent, whether it's important to you, but as a listener and taker of music, it's not helpful because
Yeah,
they're only four or
it's
five.
not
Do you know what I
fair
mean?
when we compare. Like, if we were talking about next man's album, if he came and he gave us a bunch of tracks
Like
like,
for
yo,
example, another man can give you longevity and
yeah,
Dave can't, but Dave can give you pen. That guy can't. Do you get me? Like he can't be good at he can't be good at everything. But do you know what I mean?
but he is though, because he can do the longevity
You
thing.
know what? I can't
If
even lie.
he
I've been a negative vibe. Let's talk about some uplifting things about
he
that.
can do the longevity thing if he wants to.
No, that's what I'm saying. But that's my issue, bro. Why are you not doing this?
Because that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not meant to be like that. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
that's why I prefer. That's why I like that this isn't like you're thinking. Cool, it's on the same type of vibe as psychodrama. I'm like,
but that's what I'm saying. My head,
it's
I've
gonna
been on
be on the
cycle.
same type of
You
vibe as
can't.
psycho. Bro, he's that guy. It's him. It's not about a psycho. He
No,
didn't
but
put
that's
on.
not,
He
bro.
didn't put
Man will
a
get
massive
bored of
black.
that
Man,
eventually,
that's
bro.
him, bro.
Like,
He didn't,
that's it. But it's like I can't even undermine his thing because I can't lie. In the album, we talk about some real stuff. But I'm telling you, after listening to Heart Attack 2, 3 times, I skip it after like the 7th minute. I'm not trying to hear his more crying and thing no more. Like,
no,
bro, that's it. I'm not trying to
but I'm
hear
not
that.
gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Didn't listen to it once. I heard crying, turned it off. Bro, I heard
Bro,
crying, I turned it off. I said,
it was
why am
so
I gonna be
depressing.
upset? I came to listen to music. Why do I need to be upset?
But this is what I'm saying, bro. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, I listen to music as an escape from my problems. And
And then,
niggas
bro,
telling, like, don't
man
get me
said
wrong.
he's giving you his as well. Like, no,
I'm
bro.
like, bro, what am I meant to do? Like, but I can't. Oh, bro, like Heart Attack was really, really good.
Oh my
But
days.
but the issue with Heart Attack is that it's not like I feel like that could have been 3 songs in one. It was basically like three songs
Did
in
you
one.
listen to the Six Paths? Have you listened to the Six Paths?
Yeah. I listened to Panic
Bro,
Attack,
so when I tell you, when I heard, obviously me knowing Panic Attack, when I heard the first line of Heart Attack, I could have thrown my phone, fam. I
bro.
was
Dave stands.
so
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I
And
can't lie.
did you start the album at 12 o'clock as well?
No, but I know about the 20 to 1 thing though.
Bro,
Nah,
bro,
but that's what I'm
I
saying.
was
The
finished.
teasers. Nah, he does
I
it.
was
Nah, the
finished.
thing is that I like one thing about David because he cares about his music, and I
Yeah, no,
feel like his delivery of like because man can tell you like yo, Moon was depressed, we will pour some shit, but man, he knows how to say it in such a way where you can feel it, but it's still rap as well.
Fredo was telling us about his margin, his in his album
But
there.
the thing is that because
Next level stuff.
Dave influenced him. Because Dave like co-produced it and like he
Yeah,
helped him
yeah,
with it,
yeah.
and you could tell there were influences in Dave in what was it called again? I forgot what it's called. But I even want to talk about Fredo's album near the end. But anywho, yeah, like even like just with the album, there were so many high points. But the thing is that it was just sad because I felt it was still had the same issues as psychodrama. But I think I've realized in my head, Dave doesn't in albums he doesn't want to make the type of music I want.
Yeah. I've been telling you this for a time.
And it's like, but the thing is that it's because I know he can do. It's like, bro, after this album, I don't want to hear anything about your life no more, bro. No, I don't want to hear anything about your.
No, no,
No. It's fine. I
no.
lied. That was bad. I meant. No, no, it's not even that. I mean, it's like, bro, I want to listen to your music. Like, don't get me, because, bro, there were uplifting points, but it's like, there's time for storytelling. I feel like we know you could do storytelling. Give us something else now. Then maybe the album after that we go back to storytelling. But it's like it's the same thing again, and it's like,
Mm.
cool, I get you. Even one storytelling track is enough. Not even like even like a track doesn't necessarily have to be like like
But
for
this
example, there
is
could be
him. This is what I'm telling you, bro. If we don't, if he drops us an album, yeah, with like, and it's got like, let's say one or two storytelling tracks, only one or two. It's
I
not.
actually,
It's not really a Dave album. You get me?
but not even that, bro. Like
But from time from Six Paths to Game
but you
Over.
can
This is
storytelling,
what he
bro. You
does.
can storytelling give it and make the track 3 minutes, bro.
Yeah, true.
Why?
It didn't take
Why,
that long,
bro?
but yeah,
I don't. I'm very sure this album was longer than not longer, but the songs had more length compared to the songs in Psycho Drama. Bro, why is the
yeah,
average time for a song 5 minutes? Like, what's going on? Like, because I'm seeing on Spotify, you know how it tells you like how long the thing's gonna
yeah,
be.
yeah, yeah.
It's saying an hour. I'm like, right, this is quick. Why have I seen the first song 7 minutes in the fire 7 minutes? The next one 60 minutes. I'm like, bro, what? Like, that even was it even came to the downfall for one of the songs. And for me, and both of the sides, is what it's called.
Yeah, yeah. Both sides of the
Because
smoke.
I feel, but sorry, yeah, that's what it is. I feel like the second half of that was way better than the first half. But I like the concept of
Yeah,
the first half, but I
no,
would
I
have preferred if
agree.
they were separate songs. Let's
No,
say,
I
for example,
agree.
if it was both sides, part one, part two, like James Blake, he's
No, no, no,
cold.
no, 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 no. For me, I needed that in one song. But
No,
do I think
no, let's
it's
say, for
too?
example, if on Spotify, it transitions to the second song, like it just starts. You know, like for example, if you just quote it from literally where she
No,
speaks, and
no.
after she speaks, and then it starts because it's like, bro, I want to listen to the second part. I'm not trying to hear him and her talk about, oh, you love me, but you don't want
No,
the
but I
like.
like it.
It's
I
cool to
like it
listen,
because
but
if we start talking about like the audio aspects where we start talking on a concept thing, like as a
oh no,
as
no,
a
we haven't
concept
spoke about
that being
conceptually. Conceptually,
as a
it's
concept that being
beautiful.
one track makes sense. Do you get me? Because it's like then you don't really get to pick and choose.
But
I'm listening
that
to my first point 3 times. I kind of liked it because I was like,
mm,
he gave us both sides of literally both sides of it, like as it
nah,
is.
yeah.
It's
That's the
like you
thing.
put
I
you
think
might
with me, I realized I'm not that much of a fan of concept albums because
mm,
I think with me, I just want the music. But the thing is that that, bro, as a concept, this album is really really good. But it's like it's cool and all until I want to listen to it again. And
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, she's telling me about this, and that. It's like, bro, I've heard that. Especially with this one, what pain is the fact that I really like the second part. And it was cool to see James Blake. Like, again, even to talk about the features, like, how did you even feel with the feature list? With it,
When I saw the feature list,
before seeing In the Fire, by the way, before listening to In the
um,
Fire.
when I first saw the feature list, I was thinking Snow Allegra. Like I love Snow Allegra, but I was thinking like, what?
It was disappointing, honestly.
Yeah, I was just thinking, I was like, where is everyone?
And I'm
Yes.
thinking, like, because it's like the same thing with Jay. It's like, but I'm like, I'm trying to see the man them. Where are they?
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, they weren't in the fire.
Bro,
Because I've heard plus them thinking, what's going on?
stack combination, bro. Just for old time's sake. Come on, bro. Give,
Bro, bro, bro,
give it
bro.
to me
That's what
now.
I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. This is what I like most Stark, bro. Most Stark gives that to me. So it's like, I can't complain, but was thinking, what's it called? Um, oh, I forgot what the song's called. It's in my head. I can't think. The one with them. No. The one with Stack, Dave, and J Hus is on them. It's on them. It's on them. What do you call it? Stacko. Um, yeah, this shit. Stinky Rich.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
And that was a vibe. Like, but the thing is, that I'm saying, like,
Stack was
looking,
actually a cold album, you know.
it was very underrated. Versatility on point. Like it was. But anyway, let's not even talk about Stacko. But the thing is that when I saw the track list, I was like, okay, it's cool to see Dave. I saw BOJ as well, but I don't know how you pronounce his name. But I liked
Yeah.
how he. But the thing is that one thing I liked about the album with it without being conceptual, like the fact that like obviously he was talking about like his origins, like from being from Benin City, his mom being from there, and obviously it was nice to pay homage through having Wizkid there, having BOJ, because obviously he had Burna Boy last time in it, but you know this one, the fact that he spoke about it, plus he had them, and I like System. System was in my top three. Like I just love
What's
Wizkid
it?
in it. Oh, I really liked Wizkid. I really like that. But I feel, but the thing is
You're
that
tripping. I think you're
I liked
tripping.
it.
I think you're
I liked
tripping
it.
because of Wizkid.
But I liked Wizkid. Dave's performance was good, but I liked Wizkid. Even the BOJ, like Lazarus, I liked Lazarus a
You
lot.
got no, obviously, but in your top,
What? But the thing is that I can't hear Heart Attack being in my top three because top three means I will listen to it over and over again. I'm not listening to Heart Attack more than
I'm
once.
listening to Heart Attack.
But you're a Dave stan. This is what I'm saying, bro. I can't, bro. I'm not listening to 9 minutes of music.
Bro, today,
I can listen
I
to three
listened to Heart
songs.
Attack, then went to go listen to Panic Attack, and then went
Yeah, but this is
posted up
why
my
you're.
story,
This is
then
why
went
you're
back
light
to
skinned.
Heart
This is why
Attack.
you're 5'5", and this is why you're a day stand, bro.
Wow, wow. listen, fake friends right here, yeah. See him now.
I
Nice.
episode. Sorry, go check the link in the bio, man.
When was there?
But nah, I'm telling you, like, bro, realistically, let's say you're Dave Stan, let's say the average listener, Heart Attack is probably the least streamed. Even if you check on the charts, bro,
Mm.
the most ones were Verdansk. I want to talk about Verdansk as well. Verdansk, Clash, System, All Alone,
I
and
don't think it's fair to put Verdansk and System when we're talking about numbers because obviously they were
no,
out.
but not even numbers, just to see like how they are doing on the charts, like this, because obviously the higher the charts, the more it's getting streamed, and I can see that Verdansk was number, like I think it was number one, like he for the UK he had
Oh,
top 10.
did you? I don't know if you watched
He
his story.
posted it on.
I don't know if you watched his story, but did you see he
That's what I'm
posted
talking about.
all 10 debuted.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All of them, no, but that's for the UK, bro. Literally for the UK, he has no competition this week, so he's clearing it up. Like I don't even know anybody else that dropped. Oh, Avelino dropped. That was a Jared thing as well. I need to listen to Avelino's thing as well. I like Avelino, but like Avelino dropped, but Avelino doesn't have the commercial like audiences
He doesn't
Dave
hold
does.
the same
So
weight. Yeah.
not even that. Avelino's name hold weight in the street, but it's not
No,
on
no. But
not
see, if
no,
I tell Dave to
Avelino's
stop,
no, Avelino's
Dave
rate, but
to
no,
stop.
but the thing is that bro, everyone is in the Dave hype in Avelino's time because Avelino's the OG, so it's like he's gone past his time. Like this is not his era. Like it's not it's not his era anymore. So it's like he doesn't what do you call it? He don't need to do the same things as other people. Do you know what I mean? Like he's not on like he just make just music because he really could have retired, but he's not. He doesn't need to. Do you know what I mean?
I like that though. I think
Nah,
when
full of
people
heavy. Him and Dave have good tracks as
when people
well.
keep going, even though like we're not really showing them the love they deserve, because I really know it's cold. Do you get me?
That's what I'm
But
saying. Like him, Wretch
colder than a
gets
lot of bro, colder than a lot of man that you'll hear
no.
more.
The pen is unmatched.
But like
The pen.
when we're not giving them the respect and love that they deserve, and they keep making music for us, and it's clear that like they're not really chasing these streams and not in. That's when I feel like the best music comes.
Now most definitely. Now he's. I'm telling you, I'll even make sure you listen to it because his thing was good. But I mean, his music is good. I'm sure you've even heard the one the class with Clay, the one with Dave.
Oh yeah, of course.
Exactly, and that was cold, bro. The part about the Adam and Eve thing, like I don't remember it, but he was spitting it. But anyway, to get back onto Dave, like when I first saw the track, like obviously he's good dominate charts, but when I first saw the track list, I wasn't too excited. But when I heard In the Fire and I heard the man them like Fredo was on it, Neek's Maddie, which is surprised. Like I'd seen him in Dave's comments a few times, but to hear him on the track, like, but I reckon he just rates
It was big
Meeks.
fun. I liked it.
I liked his verse a lot though. Gets was on it. That was cold.
Yeah.
Gigs.
For
This is
me,
I'm not that big of a
gets
fan of gigs, but
gets his verse was my favorite on that.
I was gonna say who's your favorite verse. Yeah, gigs, then Meeks, then Fredo, then no, sorry, Gets Meeks, Fredo, then gigs. I don't know. I'm not really a fan of gigs. Like I respect his thing, but yeah, I
Yeah,
can't get
you
into
get
his
me. It's
music.
more of
It's
a
like the same
respect.
flow every time.
But like people are like, yeah, but it works for him. But I'm like, it works for him
It
because of
doesn't work for me.
yeah.
I'm hearing dun 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 dun, and bro, like
It's like, bro, you're doing the bare minimum, and you're not even hiding it, bro.
sometimes it's like, bro, I'm like, bro, like, why are you trying? Like, it's like,
Like, bro,
okay, just,
did you freestyle the entire verse? Like,
bro, let me not even talk too much because like, he's OG the thing. Don't get me this,
obviously,
part,
like,
you know what I mean?
does have a lot of bangers still.
He's like, so it's like, let me not even. But nah, I say, I do you wanna go through, in fact, you know what? Tell me, what did you think of the album? What did you think of the album?
Oh my days. So no, because even now in it, like, this is a relatively quick turnaround. Like, I haven't even fully like. It's not really sat
This
on
is
it.
Monday. This is Tuesday at 1 a.m. So it's basically like Monday night, Tuesday morning. An album
And
dropped on Friday.
people
So
people have been
have that in
asking
mind.
people have been asking me since the album dropped. Before I'd even listened to it,
Mm.
people asking me what I thought of the album. And I'm like, bro, I couldn't tell you right now because like I need time for it to sink. But what I think right now is that like it's obviously great album, it's great music,
Are you satisfied?
am I satisfied? Yes. I'm
See,
quite.
honestly, are you satisfied?
I'm honestly satisfied with this piece of music because do you know why? Because I feel like
As if I was a Dave
on a
stan,
genuine,
I
on
feel
a
like you're in
genuine
denial.
Clash. No, no, no. Because Clash and Money Talks have like lowered my expectations. I was thinking the era of Dave that I was looking for. I was thinking
Mm.
it's just not there anymore. You get me?
But even this, like, this is, I was talking about one of my boys once as well. Something like, we were saying, bro, this is Dave or David. I want Santa and Dave. Do you know what I mean? I want
You don't
Santa.
know Santan Dave.
This is
You
not,
don't
this
know
is, but this is not
Santan
Santa.
Dave. You
This is
don't know
David. This is
Santan Dave,
David. This
bro.
is David. But anyway, you talk. This is when you,
Bro, let me tell you, Santan Dave is flipping
showed violence.
19th birthday. How I Met My Ex. Flipping Santan
No,
Dave.
that's David. That's David
No,
because you're learning about
that's
the person.
Dave, bro.
No,
Six paths talk,
David is,
bro.
that's what I'm saying. David is his own personal life. Santan Dave is beyond the personal life, just like crude, like vibes, happiness. Like location is Santan Dave, Psycho is Dave. Do you know what I
Mm.
mean? Like, do you know what I mean? But anyway, yeah, carry on. But I feel like Dave stands because when I, for example, like I like to look at
Stop
the,
saying Dave stands, bro.
you know, I like to look at the stamp that, you know, the fan page Santan Bible or Santan Dave Bible or something. So I'll
No,
just check there.
understand. See your life. See your life.
No, I checked that because I want to get people's overview. So I'm scrolling trying to look for comments. Okay. Anywho, I'm looking at the comments. So I'm seeing a couple saying, obviously, you know, there's people that be like, oh my god, this is a masterpiece, blah 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 blah. Yeah, like yeah. But then I'm seeing Loki disappointed. This is, and I'm liking them. I'm like, you know what? I'm happy that people, because a lot of like people, especially with Dave, they're quite scared to voice their opinions because they're scared that they're gonna get.
I think that's cut.
I
I
think
feel
they
like
are because I feel
there's
like everybody's
I
a
feel
Dave
like
fan,
there's
and
two
it's weird to not be.
extremes.
Because
I feel like there's two extremes. You have the niggas that are hating on Dave
but
because everybody.
but this is what I'm saying. I'm not a hate on Dave. You may think I'm a hate on Dave, but I am a fan of his music. Is as you may not know, I'm a fan of his music. Like, I'm genuinely a fan of him. But it's like I can voice my opinion without feeling that, oh my god, I'm like, you know what I mean? Like them man think
Yeah,
if they voice their opinion, even as being a fan, you like wronging him. I like literally I'll be seeing them like some like they'll say, okay, I was low disappointed in Clash or something. I'll see L ratio. Um you don't know music. You probably are 14 living in Singy, or like you listen to this guy. Like I'm like, can you not just have his opinion? And the fact that there were some people that were saying it that and the comment had likes, I was thinking to myself, at least
you know,
I'm not,
you know what
do
it
you know what I mean?
reminds me of? You know, Young Boy.
Yeah. Oh no, but his is even a different level. Oh, but his
But
hate is
it
just a
gives me those
trend.
vibes. It's like, bro, it's like obviously you have the super stands in it, and then you have the haters, and there's everyone else. Like me, I don't hate or love Young Boy in it, but I just don't open my
The
mouth.
goat, the goat.
You have to. I feel
No,
like you
but the
have to
thing
be
is, like, you know what it is, because he was
right.
getting so much hate. The fans became super stands. So it's like they make you might not even be a stan, but you can. I could do it one day and just being a random comment, young boy better, just because it's just like why not? Just to
Yeah,
raise the agenda. Like, bro, he never asked for anybody to do this.
no
They just
count.
started doing it, and then few people like doesn't say a lot of people may not even hate young boy. They hate young boy fans, but it's like the same way. Like at first, I used to hate J Cole fans. I thought I hated J Cole, but I only just hated his fans. Do you know what I mean?
But a lot of people are like that with Dave though, because
That's how I
how, how,
felt too. Because
how
I'm
many,
like,
anytime Dave drops, how many memes niggas are running to the same video every time? Dave fans be like, and they obviously it's
did you
them
say that? Did you say that?
that
But that is
takes
vibe though. But
their
that is
thing.
true though. But I can't like the saddest. What makes me want to repost it like that is because I knew I was like that at the time. That's what I'm
No,
saying. When I
no, I'm
think
like
of
that
Dave, I
now.
think of a
I'm
bad
like that
time in my
now.
life. Bro, when I remember when Psycho Jam went up, I told you, bro, I was deciphering that one because we just finished English and we were doing English shit at the time. So, bro, the understanding of the quotations, bro,
What?
I'm on genius looking at the word, like the
Bro,
lyrics,
my
trying
bros
to.
are blacksmiths like Jade and Willow. The beat switch, I reloaded it. I reloaded it. I reloaded it.
But I'm trying to like. I remember. There's no literally. If I scroll down the chats, bro, it exposed my life, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. I sadly was a Dave Stan at a point in my life. Get me like I had to jump out of that. But the thing is that you know what, as I said, one of the issues that made me like fall in love with Dave was just because he did drop in so long. Especially, you know, when you're like at such a height and I'm like, where's like what's next? And I'm not seeing anything for so long. Like obviously there was a Top Boy thing, so Professor X and the other track dropped. I can't remember what the other track's called, but I know I think he had two tracks on that Professor and on the Top Boy thing. I don't know if he dropped something else after that, but we hadn't heard of the guy for
Couple
so long.
features.
I'm saying,
Yeah,
and even the features is like in album, it's not like, and he doesn't have any control of features, so it's like they've
yeah,
given us music from you. It's not like you've given us music, so
yeah,
it
yeah.
was more of like I felt neglected low key. I was like, bro,
Yeah,
like
no,
give me something.
I felt that. I felt that very intensely, in fact, because I was like,
Yeah,
bro,
and
how can you
especially when my
just
other favorite artists are
how can
giving
you
me
just
music,
leave this? How can you
bro.
just leave me like we're all in this together, innit? But I'm here. Where are you, bro?
Bro, are we really this?
you're in
You're
Dubai
enjoying.
with the
I'm seeing
belly.
your holiday every 5 days, bro.
I
Like you're in
like,
a new,
bro. ZZ Mills won't let me forget anytime you're abroad, but
bro.
there's not music that for me to be
I'm not
listening to.
abroad. I'm in COVID. I'm like, bro, I need something. Little EP, 3P3, just like a little 4 pack. Just I don't even need a feature in it.
My
Just
man
like just
really
give
left
me.
us out to drown, bro. He left us
And
to drown.
I feel like he said that he was gonna come earlier. So I think I had that in mind. I think he might have said, I don't want to quote, I don't want to say he did, but I feel like there was a teaser for another album or another project later on in the year, if not the year after. But I didn't know this would have, obviously I could assume COVID would have, I feel like this could have dropped last year, and I feel like COVID could have affected it potentially.
Yeah, yeah. Because obviously, with Dave, him being a story man, it's like you can't drop the way next man are dropping, because if he's dropping about his life, you gotta give him time to live the life in between. You
And more
get
man would get, and more man would get. And the thing is that, bro, I realized over time through like my hatred, not hatred, as my hate started to go through him, I realized realistically,
you
it's
don't want to
actually,
hear Dave every day. You don't.
bro, I don't like. I'm happy to listen to a DBE song. If DBE dropped every week, I'm not complaining. But if I'm hearing, I'm black, I'm depressed or some shit, I'm like,
What's your problem, bro? You actually, bro. I thought we'd finished your Coon seasons back in flipping. What was it like back in episode 8 and 9? Black Lives Matter.
oh man,
We did a 2 hour podcast on Black Lives Matter. You're still saying
so,
things like,
so,
bro,
something like that, something like that. No, but not even like that. Just like as in, his music's quite like not monotone, but it's like you're listening.
mm,
You're like, it's not like a I'm vibing. That's what I'm saying. That's why I like System and Lazarus because I felt like for once it wasn't as I don't know. It was there were high points in the there were high like as in not high points as in maybe not even music wise, but in just in terms of like the vibe wise. And I liked especially because the Afrobeat songs. But I guess obviously even with the dance, not with the downfall, but a negative of them is that like for example, I'm seeing people saying System is the worst song or Lazarus
I was
is.
literally about to ask you, because I actually had System quite low.
No, but I thought, but the way I saw it was because it was an Afrobeat single, and especially because they were speaking Yoruba. Well,
Mm.
no, because I know a lot of people that said Lazarus is the worst. Because I was like, because I was told to one guy today, telling me like, oh, if you had Burner Boy or something, but it's like, oh, just because a commercial name didn't necessarily mean that he would have saved the track. And also with those features, they didn't have a verse. And like them type of features, especially like I don't know, it just feels like you could have got a vocalist on it. Like I
Yeah,
feel like if you want to get someone in a feature, and especially when it's just one guy, he should have some sort of verse, whether it's like even a
I'm
little
not gonna
thing.
lie, bro. If we look at location, yeah, and we look at what's called System. Do you get me? It's like it was like, yeah, no, it's like Wizkid came on Afrobeats, right? But I feel like Dave didn't meet him there. He didn't meet
That's what
him
I'm
there.
saying. Dave didn't meet him because I feel like he was. I feel like he was trying to rap on it
Yeah, no, as in
because
Dave is like, this is my album, but Wizkid is like, but this is how I make music. Do you get what I mean? And it was like,
like I feel like he tried, but it's like it wasn't. Yeah, the vibes weren't meeting, but I don't know. I just like Wizkid in it, so it's like
so I'm saying,
I
like,
can meet him.
they were individually cold. Do you get me? But
I
as
like
a
I like I like that. I don't know. It was different though. Like, I liked it. Like I personally really liked it. Like there were certain flows you did. You didn't try to do the yardie thing with the little like just I didn't want to say it because I can't even say I'm not trying to influence or stuff like that. But like he was just trying to do the yardie thing, and I don't know. I liked it. I liked it. Like I don't know. I feel like people may have not taken into it too well because it was because they are Afrobeat artists. which I understand because Afrobeats isn't for everyone. And then when they heard a foreign language over English speaking Dave, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it's like I'm not
It's
like
like
for that person, they're not trying to hear it.
I know.
You hear that? Verdansk, what do you for that?
I actually quite liked it. I feel like
Of course he did.
well, to be honest, even other than Clash, I don't think there was a song on there that I didn't like. You get me?
Even Class, like after listening to the album, I grew to like it, but it's still the same vibe. It's more of like it could kind of get on my playlist and I could skip it from time to time. But if it came on,
What
I
Clash?
like yeah from time to time. But
Clash,
it's not.
Clash to me is background music, bro. It's
It
like
is.
I'm shopping at JD. Clash is what I expect to hear. Do you get me?
Yeah, I hear that. This
Or
what I'm
like,
saying, bro. The singles for this compared to the singles for um thingy, they're not on level. But the thing is, obviously, it's hard to compare because he puts himself at such a high pedestal. So it's like
no, but
you're comparing this
I
thing
think that's
crazy.
great. I think that's great though. Deep it,
No, obviously, it's a good thing.
he's put himself at a point where we didn't bring up next man's album when we're talking him. You get me? The only
Yeah,
person who's like who we can even bring up in comparison to Dave is Dave. Do you
you
get
get me?
me?
Look, he's in the league of he's really the things that a lot of artists are, but really he is competing with himself. So it's like he's put himself at such a high thing. It's just like you only can compare with. Obviously, you can compare with a lot of artists with the other piece of project, but I mean the other projects. But I feel like Dave projects really and truly you can only compare it to another Dave project because obviously there's similar vibes into it.
Niggas aren't doing what he's doing. Let's be real.
Do you get
They're
me?
not.
Like but as I was saying, I just didn't feel like there weren't standout tracks in this compared to thing. I really like the dance though. Like bro, that bar fam, sorry fam, what? I am beating it's the misogyny mahogany. I got Booty Wood, something like
Oh
that.
yeah, I got visual.
Because I
Yeah.
remember hearing from the snippet in bro, it was a powerful bar fam. I can't lie, but I like. I'm saying the first four tracks. I like the way they flew. They flowed. I think I started to get a bit like worried when I got to Law of Attraction.
Mm,
Snow wasn't really hitting it for me, but I
yeah.
don't think I'm the biggest
Yeah.
fan of Snow, anyways. But she
But
wasn't
actually, I'm
hitting it for
really a
me.
big fan of Snow. But
I
yeah, I
need
get.
to, I need to take, I need to take her in because I always say this until I take the person in. But
Mm,
I know she's a really good singer, but it's
yeah,
like
exactly.
I don't
Now
know. It didn't.
With Snow Allegra, it's more on a thing of like, does she make really great music or does she have a really great voice? And I feel like for me, when it comes to Snow, it's a voice thing. Like I'm listening to
Voice,
Snow for her voice. Do you get what I mean?
voice. Like her voice is soothing, but I don't know. I don't. I don't know if it was like the song didn't like they didn't work with each other well, or I just don't know. It was a good song. Don't be wrong, but it was like
Just wasn't meshing the way it was meant to be meshing in your head.
I'm saying it didn't reach the expectation. Even with the even with the James Blake one, the first half of it I was kind of confused, low key. Like the way it came in, like I'm hearing him sing, and I like James Blake, and I'm like, okay, this is all right. Then Dave's coming, and then the thing and him start talking, and it goes to it. I'm like, what's going on? And obviously, I understand the concept, but it's like that's what I'm saying. Conceptually, it's good, but then musically,
Wait, conceptually, this or Leslie?
I can't compare. They're not. I would have rather compared that. Oh, I would have compared. I would have preferred to compare Heart Attack to Leslie, but obviously you compare Heart Attack to Panic Attack. But I don't know.
Mm,
No, Leslie though. Leslie, no, but the thing is that I don't feel they're the same though. Leslie is solely a story. This is like a story mixed with like a song.
but you say that though, but I think I'd rather listen to Leslie.
No, I think I'd rather. But I can't last time I listened to Leslie. I can't lie to you, but
It's
I
the
would. I probably rather.
don't know myself.
The
It's that.
guy just
It's
wanted. He just wanted to sing. He just wanted to sing. Oh God, he
whatever,
could have
man.
said,
You man are gonna
"I
hear
knew
me
it
sing
could be,"
all the time, bro. I don't even care.
but nah. Like I just don't know. I like the song though. 20 to 1. I
Twenty
like
was
that one. I
20.
like when he. I like obviously that sort of bit of versatility with the singing because I heard voices. Voices was all right, but it was like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
do you know what I mean? But 20 to 1, I really like that, and especially they had the mix. that's what I said. He even because he must have influenced Fredo with his one. I remember he was saying that Fredo he did it like Fredo did it. I mean, Fredo was saying that Dave influenced it because like obviously like, he showed more vulnerability on it. Obviously with Dave's with Fredo's one, I think there were two tracks he was singing or something. Right, and on a Fredo thing, you're not on a Fredo album before that. You're not hearing that. So to hear him do a vocals thing, mad. But 2200 is really good in my opinion.
Yeah, of
Like that
course.
was a special mention. It was a special mention for my top three.
Do you want to give your top three now?
Go for it. I don't know. Let's talk about Heart Attack first. I want to do top three.
All right, cool. Yeah. I bet them boys think I'm panicking. I'm like, bro, just that line there. It's just like, you get me. Like I'm locked in.
That's a wheel up. That's a wheel up for you.
I'm locked in.
Yeah,
I'm locked in, bro.
Nah, I can't lie. Heart Attack is cold. Like he was, it was more of like not, I don't say freestyle, but it was like he was just spitting for 10 minutes straight up until his mom started crying in it. But he was spitting. Like I feel like that could have been 3 tracks in one. It's just jarring after this 9 minutes in a row.
Nah, but I wanted to, bro, because
No,
it's
obviously,
like, bro,
when you listen to it as an album, yes.
He's spitting for 10 minutes straight, and but like
No,
each bit
I'm
is.
thinking, I'm saying longevity. Like, if you're listening throughout the project, like from listening from 20 to 1 to Heart Attack, yes. But let's say, for example, it's in your playlist, and then you shuffle to a 9 minute song. Bro, if it's a 9 minute song, you have 9 minutes of excellency, bro. Realistically, you've reached the 4th minute and thinking like, what the fuck's going on? Like, why are we still here?
Not with Heart Attack. Not with Heart Attack.
No, but you're Dave
you know
Stan,
why?
bro.
Do you know why? Because to me it's like he's not. It's like deep it. Obviously, it's not one sentence in it, but deep it to me it's like one sentence. It's like why would you stop halfway?
Not that. I'm just nitpicking, honestly. I'm
Yeah,
really just
anytime I
nitpicking.
start that song, I will finish it.
No, yeah, you have to. You can't not. But bro, as
Exactly.
soon as I
It's
hit,
not a song you'd stop halfway. Once a man started talking about them ones there,
but
you got
even when the beat stopped, I'm still into it.
yeah,
But
you
then
got to put his head down and just be deep
bro,
in a
then
sec.
I'm hearing his mum, bro. I can't lie. Big shout outs to his mum because one thing I liked about the album was that there was hell of vulnerability talking about his like club and shit. Like even when he was talking about it, we were alone about like for example how his mum he was on the bed with his sleep with his mum, or like there was 7 men in the yard he was sleeping in the bed with his mum and he was pissing on the bed like how his life was a movie or just stuff like that. Like or even like in Heart Attack, like the mum was explaining how like she left and she had nothing, nobody helped her, and blah blah blah. And like because it just shows that I don't know power of God and type of stuff like that. Because it's like she would have known that her son would have come here and done what he did, especially with like how his brother's life went. Like
Yeah,
to know that her son would be this, like you know how he's changed her life, and
yeah,
she made such a risk like that at such a young age with nobody. And obviously, I don't know what her father situation is like, but she was by herself. Do you know what I mean? And
yeah.
like
No, wait, what's called? No first words. My father didn't hear me cry. My mom's at a bus stop trying to get him in, something like that. But basically, I think his dad was on like some cat and
fiend.
that, and
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I know what it means. Doesn't say like the upbringing is mad and like obviously alhamdulillah like it's good that like obviously she took that risk because if not we wouldn't have Dave today, do you know what I mean? If not, maybe if we were to he'd have to it would
I'd be a DB fan today, bro. Who knows?
look, you know what I'm saying, bro. You know what I'm saying? But something like I couldn't imagine you not a Dave stan. Like you being a Dave stan, just like it just completes your character.
Yeah,
Like you'd be incomplete.
most
Like I feel
definitely.
like you'd just be a bigger J Cole stan.
Probably.
I feel like you would have listened to UK music if your Dave wasn't there. I feel like you would have listened.
Mm, it's
I
you're
feel,
not.
I feel like
I don't think that's a miss from you, to be honest.
I
I
feel like
definitely
he's your
would.
platform. I feel like he's
I
like your
definitely
base. Bro,
no.
you would.
My
Bro,
basis
you
is
would.
definitely Huss, because when I was first listening to music, it was Huss,
Okay,
Dak,
okay.
and Dave. Do you get me? And then especially when they were doing collabs as well, like that's
The
what
collabs are
cemented
goated.
me in UK
Bro,
music.
nah, the collabs are goated. The songs are
Yeah,
goated.
yeah.
But yeah, okay, top three in it.
All right, cool. In no particular order. right? Because
Yeah, I
you're gonna
can't do
have a good
orders.
5 minutes if you ask me to order the top three.
I couldn't order it to you.
20-1, Heart
Mm,
Attack, and um, In the Fire. Yeah,
yeah, I would have said In the Fire, We're All Alone, and Verdansk. Yeah, Verdansk. Yeah, those are my top three. But apparently they changed the beat. You changed the beat for Verdansk. Like I said, I was meant to be a drill track or something. But
is it?
this one's obviously selecting beats like I don't know, a drill vibe. But I feel like it was meant to be a drill
Do you
beat
think? Do you think you would have enjoyed it more in a drill beat?
potentially. But I
I
feel like it
think.
could have been a
I
bit.
think
I feel like it
every.
could have been. But I feel like if it wasn't a drill beat, it would have had to be a bit faster.
Yeah, but I still think I would have enjoyed it. Just,
No,
bro,
most
I
stuff I
know
would
you
have.
would have loved it, bro. Just for the
Uh,
versatility in the album, you would have
yeah,
loved
that's
it.
what I'm
Then.
saying because the things that the album did, other than the beard, like I don't know, they didn't have versatility, but they were all like you could be versatile, but you could be still on the same vibe, so it's easy to forget.
Yeah,
Like this had a bit of versatility, but it was still in the same spectrum. So it's like it was easy to forget that you actually were versatile. Do you know what I mean?
yeah. But then again, also like, um, in an album, you don't want it to be all over the place.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Obviously,
So
when we were
that's the
talking
concept.
Kit's album before, I remember, I think probably me, you, and Bilal, we brought up the same argument of like, okay, look how versatile this piece of work is, and he's like, bro, it's all over the place.
But then the thing is that my only argument is that that's a mixtape.
Yeah, true, I guess.
A mixtape is a mixtape. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
if it was, that's what I'm saying. Conceptually, Davis, I don't know who can drop a better like over the maybe like people in his realm, like your wretches, your gets. I don't know anybody else in the UK that's dropping concepts like him. Like conceptually, like albums like his, like contextually and conceptually, he's not. He's not. He's like if it's not retro, like people in his like realm of music, no one's touching concepts. But the thing is, that's like I feel like he solidified that now with this, but then now I need something that even
you
I don't know.
you, you want a
I feel like
mixtape? You want a
I, feel,
mixtape
I don't
now?
I don't know if he could give us a mixtape, but he
He, de-
could.
he
Just
definitely.
like just the vibes. I want him more stuck on there again. Even I wouldn't mind him with DBE again because I kind of like play for keeps. Like I feel like it was just a nice outing, especially from two artists that were probably my favorites. 2019, they were top two 2019. Like I don't even know if that's even debatable, but
Yeah,
like
nah, no
just
cap.
just to hear them two on the track was like it was cool to see. Do you know what I mean? Like just just I don't know where the man them. That's what I'm saying. Like me, I'm all about the UK.
Mm,
Like I want to hear him with the man them, especially. I don't know. I feel like you've been gone for too long to not be with the man. That's what I'm saying. In the Fire helped a lot, in my opinion, because if In the Fire wasn't there, man, the man, because I know people that rinse in the Fire, and
mm.
that was even not meant to be in the Fire. Do you know what I mean? Like it was meant to just
No, I
be.
don't agree.
As in, like it wasn't meant to. When I mean it's not in the Fire, it's like it wasn't meant to have features. It was a
Oh
hidden
yeah,
feature.
yeah.
So it's like if
I
In the
actually
Fire
think I
was
prefer it that way. You know,
no,
I
no,
prefer
I
the
like
hidden
hidden
feature.
features, bro.
Yeah,
Astro, if you listen to Astro World without knowing the features, bro, Astro is probably the best album I've listened to, one of the best, at least top three. But
because
if
when you know the features, you set up the song for failure. Do you know what I mean? Like,
that's what I'm saying, for me, I obviously people ruined it in the first 2 3 minutes when like the first because I listened to it the next day because I like to listen to it when I'm ready, and I wasn't ready to listen to it at that time because I knew I'd have a negative outlook, so I was like, let me just wait till the next day, and I'm already seeing posts and I'm just being that saying, oh like they tag and they show like there was a picture of all five of them and like
oh
they were memes and I'm like it but to be honest, I don't really mind getting spoiled sometimes so I wasn't too annoyed, like I still took it in like it was hidden just to hear it because I didn't know how it would play out, but
yeah,
hidden features is that's what I'm saying. If that wasn't on there, I feel like the album wouldn't have been as good. I'm seeing most of the UK talk about In the Fire. Do you know what I mean?
yeah. I mean, well, obviously, most of the stuff I've been hearing is Heart Attack, but in the
Oh,
fire,
obviously, no, yeah. As in, like, not concepts, because Hard Attack is a good concept, but not necessarily a good song. Do you know what I mean?
but is in the fire something you're really like bumping like that?
Yes, most stuff compared to Hard Attack every day. If
No,
if if you're asking casuals to listen to Heart Attack or In the Fire, that's not even a question. Not even casuals, even like someone that's just trying to vibe, bro. Heart Attack is something you listen to your once. If you listen to that, if you listen to Heart Attack in the car, you're just telling the put like I'm getting out of whip, I'm walking.
bro.
Like,
Listening
bro,
to Heart Attack in the car, bro.
I
Next thing,
the speakers louder. You just hear more crying like, oh, I'm
yeah,
trying to make
you're
it.
moving a bit too quick, fam. Yeah, do you
He's
get
like, I'm
me?
just trying to drive, but my face is
Yeah,
just because there's hella relatables in it. Do you know what I mean? Because like
yeah,
obviously
yeah.
being child of an immigrant, but when he said belligerent, I can't lie, I had to check on Google, bro.
No, tell me what is belligerent?
I found it. It's like it means like aggressive and like
Mm,
so it's like similar like aggressive because like I'm a young black belligerent. I'm just
yeah.
like a aggressive like child that's just, you know what I mean.
Well,
But I had to
obviously,
search up, bro. He's got the thesaurus of luck. He's a walking thesaurus, like, bro.
bro,
There's no
bro, one time we need to do a genius, yo.
bro. I don't think I could hack it, bro. I'm telling you, because especially now, I'm not an English lit. You have to be English lit ready. I'm telling you, if you're an English lit student, bro, like breaking down bars is so easy. Like literally, I remember I was hating on Money Talks, but
Mm.
then I remember I must have
I
listened. It came
still
on a
don't like it,
playlist.
to be honest.
It was all right. It was all right. I listened to it again, and then I think there was one bar that I heard, and I'm like, wait, what? Like that's what he meant, and I was like, oh god, this guy. I had to change the track. I was scared I was gonna be fun
Bro,
again.
that's what I love the most. When you skip over a bar, when you get all the bars first time, it's like, no, whatever, man, it's not that deep.
No,
But when you genuinely like, because you're like, you actually have to deep it. You're like, rah, this guy
it
just
was.
made
I
me
was just
look
walking,
stupid.
and I just heard it, and it just because sometimes it doesn't click in your head, but this
Yeah,
time it clicked in my head, and I'm like. I was like, no way. I was like, and it wasn't like a mad bar, but like for example, you're hearing so many bars, like it's easy for just one to go over your head. So I
yeah.
was just like, I was low key shook. I was
I
like,
didn't know what IC3 was in it. I didn't know what IC3 was in it. But then I
mm,
remember one time, I can't remember. I was probably in school, and I found out what an IC3 was, and my brain was just like, rah, like everything is just making sense now. Do you get me? Like it's all adding up now. But nah, those are my favorite. When the bar hits you later, because it just means so much more.
exactly. No, I know what you mean. I'm trying to. Sorry. He said this band was spooky. So okay, before Black Ops we had zombies.
Uh,
Spooky bando. This Thierry, no Henri. So I'm just thinking, okay, like the tea house is eerie, like obviously it's scary, blah blah blah. But I've heard tea eerie on read, I'm like Thierry on read, and I'm like, I like it's not even like it's a deep bar or anything. I'm just thinking like guy already did that, and I didn't even clock like
no,
that's it.
trust
He just abuses you with like wordplay
me.
and punchlines. Like it's
That's
like he throw at you so much, you just gotta do this one. Like it's
nah,
like bro, like it'll hit you at one angle that you haven't even. Nah,
mm.
he's a goat in this thing, man. But now, I say to round up, what are you giving it out of 10?
All right, cool. I feel like with psychodrama being a 9, right? I feel like this has to be an 8.
For me, I gave psychodrama. At first, I gave psychodrama like a 10 or something, but
No, I can give
or a
psychodrama.
9.
I can give psychodrama a 10.
But after, but by realizing that, I realized psychodrama is an 8 because it doesn't have longevity. If it had
Bro,
longevity,
shut
then
up,
yes,
man. Shut
it does. Bro, if you're not a day stand, you're not streaming that.
shut up,
You're
man.
not streaming that, bro.
Forget your streams, bro.
No,
Forget the
I'm not even saying streams is in like because of it's like number wise, because of music wise. It's
no, I'm
as
talking
a project.
talent, bro. I'm talking talent. It's a 10.
No,
People
but
can't
no,
do that.
but
This
that's a
is not
fact. But
everyday musician.
you're saying it's a 10 because of one factor. I'm saying averaging all the factors.
The
It's
factor is he's so
it's a
much
eight.
better
You
than
could.
the competition.
I'm happy to anyone give it an 8 and above. But you have to understand why I gave it 8 because
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
get what you're
bumping
saying,
it.
in it. I just think you're wrong.
But I don't know. Everyone's like I can understand why you feel like that. But I'm sorry, but I know people that were gassed of psychodrama like when it first dropped. But after 2-3 weeks, we're not talking about. But even this one, I'm not trying to like be on the hating thing or like wishing bad on the thing. But bro, this one will die quicker than Psychodrama did.
Of course it will, yeah.
Especially because I don't know, maybe because I'm not on Twitter, but I'm not like obviously there's always like obviously he's got a big fan base, but I'm not feeling the support I expected.
But I feel it would die, but faster than Psychodrama because Psychodrama was his debut.
I hear that, but I feel like with Psychodrama, reasons why it didn't die because of location, because of Stern. Not necessarily because they were the best tracks, but because like it's track from it, and you're like, oh crap, this track was on it. Okay, but now man need to check it again. But with this one, like maybe if he releases a video for the one with Lazarus or System, maybe like as like the uplifting video, maybe. I don't know. I feel like I low-key feel like he could hit us with another visual soon, like maybe one for Verdansk score in the fire. I feel like the in the fire, if they did a video for in the fire, it could be like it would be a cool like a video of the year type of thing. I feel like
just the thumbnail with all the mandem in it is already
the one and trending everything.
That's a couple more right there.
But yeah, if I'm giving Psychodrama if I'm giving a Psychodrama I'll give Psychodrama 8.5. If I give Psychodrama 8.5, I'll say this is to be 7.57.
I could also do that. I thought you were
I don't think it's mid. I just think not. Are you mad? I'm not crazy. Do you know what I mean? Like
no, but sorry. Can I just get your rating on Fredo's album because I actually thought that was mid.
You know what the craziest thing is? I personally feel.
No, stop.
I think Fredo's album was better. Okay. Not, but the thing is that your talent, you're coming from a point of talent wordplay. But when I'm talking about music and music I can listen to, because longevity is important to me because as someone who listens to music, I want to be able to listen to your music again. There's songs that are Fredo's album I can listen to over again. In this, there's less songs that I can listen to over again.
I feel like I'll let you have it in it because it's your opinion in it and it's a personal thing. But
the thing is that people wouldn't want to hear it. But people wouldn't want to hear it because it's Dave. Dave could release ass music. Not that he has it and he's capable, but just because it's Dave, like that's only a few people would admit, like it's ass. Like people still lick it no matter what.
But no. I heard everybody telling me Clash was shit, bro.
No, but the joy, but literally you have to scroll down to because I go off comments and that. But I didn't realize sometimes comments actually not cut.
It's stupid, bro. Instagram comments made me a terrible person.
I realized comments are cap. I realized comments are cap. Like I wanted to talk about Instagram comments as well in another episode, but I don't even know what about. I'm just saying now. I realize now it's a trend to hate. Not that I realize now, but it's a proper. No, but like for example, I'll be seeing like I'm just able to post one guy. Let's say there was this white guy is posting recently, and like, and maybe the caption was something like, "Oh, he's not like H," or he said, "Oh, don't copy the H." People saying like, not even that, bro. He's just an example. Comments. This sounds better on mute. L.
That's kind of
how much did he pay you to post it?
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. Like, it's the same. It's the same.
They do pay them to post their stuff.
Oh no, of course.
And I guarantee they pay people to hate, bro.
No, because bro, I'm seeing it and it's got like that. Like for example, I'll hear something and I'm like, okay, this is good, and it's got 200 likes where the comment says this sounds better on me. But I'm like, what do you mean it sounds better on you? Like, what are you doing? But the thing is that people just like it for the trend. Like it's like this is like the way because right now I think it's kind of dying still. But the whole ratio thing.
Yeah.
So everyone's just trying to get more likes on it. Ratio L, total ratio. Like that's the whole vibe right now. So it's like the hate is real on Instagram, but you have to scroll properly to get to the real comments. But personally, for me, as I said, I think I gave Fredo's I think a 7 or 7.5. Like I wouldn't say I can't let someone tell me Dave's is way better. Like I just don't think that's possible.
I think I gave Fredo's a 7.
Yeah, but I think I might have given it a 7. Let's say, for example, if Dave's is a bit because obviously Dave's pen is mad. But I feel like Fredo gave me because things are obviously pen wise, wordplay wise, concept wise, yes. But those are factors. Fredo gave me versatility, vulnerability that I've never heard from him before, and vulnerability to a point where I can still listen to it where it's not like this is too depressing. David,
Mm.
you know, a story and like a little 3 minute song are different.
Yeah,
If I'm
yeah.
getting a 9 minute song about like your struggles
If I'm
compared to
literally
3 minute songs,
cry on the track, like literally,
I'm
like no, but
you can't make it up. You can't make this
there's
up.
levels to it though, because at the same time it's like it's so conflicting. At the same time, it's like, bro, why is your mom crying on the track? But then
It makes sense, but it's like
but then like
still.
it's so
I
hitting me.
wonder I'm just trying to understand how did that come about? Do you reckon he just went to mum, just like let me record the conversation, or mum, I need you to just be bare emotional? Like, how'd you go about it?
That's a very good question, you know. Like
I was
maybe
listening to it. I'm thinking, like, is he just listening to him cry? He's like, yeah, this would be sick content for the album. Like, go on, mum.
bro, but he is sharp, man. Man, shut up, man. But like, wow. But
No,
definitely, like, I feel like hopefully anyway, it was that like he was just recording something and she was just being a bit loud.
but that's even worse. Because like, no,
No,
no, but
because did you hear it? I've only listened to it once.
I've listened to it like 2, 3 times, and I was like, I've had enough. Because I wanted
It's
to try,
so
because
deep.
the audio was a bit weird. Like, I was trying to understand what she said, and I was like, God, and I would do hella relatables, and I was
You get me?
like,
Like,
because a lot of us are first gen immigrants. Like, well, our parents are first gen immigrants, and bro, to be an immigrant, and especially first gen, especially coming from a country like where, like, let's say there's poverty, or let's say you were poor, especially like coming to somewhere with nothing, especially at the age they came, it's a big jump. So there's a lot of sacrifices, a lot
for
of
real.
struggles. Because, bro, talk about how we was seventh man and shit. Like, I don't want to like even put. Obviously, it's a crazy thing, but a lot of men have gone through it. So it's not like I'm trying to say like, oh, he's the only one that's been through it. It's hella relatable because a
No,
lot of men know what
it's
it's like.
it's sad that too many men relate to that. You get me?
Something, but I guess obviously this is now because he's showed us the way to like how to go beyond that, because he's shown that like from his mum being a first gen immigrant, he's able to become and be one of the biggest artists in the world, let alone just the UK, and like
No,
have such a like
no,
bro, Dave is
no,
such a
cap, yo.
name. Like, bro, his name is like when you hear the word Dave, because Dave used to be David Geezer, do you know what I mean? But Dave is now
What
Dave, like,
David Guetta and them ones, them and there.
yeah,
Who are
not
they?
the David
Who are
Guetta.
they now?
What?
They're
But
nobody's
the
now,
same,
bro.
like Dave is
That's
a
cap.
household. Dave is a household name. Do you know what I mean? So like, it shows. I don't know. It's motivating because it's shown that like if he can do it, why can't I do it too? Not necessarily music, but I can be successful. Because bro, look at what he's doing for his mom now.
No cap.
And not even that. Let's say for example, if your dad's not present or something, what the fuck? How the fuck is your dad feeling now, bro? Your kid is the biggest like in the world. Like, are you trying to like, and you see dads trying to sneak back into their life, like you weren't present for them, like you weren't present, like you weren't there for that. Yeah, I'll be like, don't do that. Don't be silly.
I actually don't know you, bro. Like,
You are
I
not my
don't
dad. I
know
was
you.
born by a woman solely, bro. It was God and a woman, bro. Like, don't
Oh,
do that,
God,
bro.
bro.
Like, but honestly, yeah, man. Honestly, I'd say just, bro, shout out to Dave, man. But Dave, I got to tell you, bro.
Nah, yeah,
Next album, next project,
wrap it up. Yeah.
bro. Next album, next project. Get the man them on, bro. I can't lie,
Mm.
your story's cool and all, but bro,
No, I still want to
I
hear it, innit?
mean,
But
no,
like,
from time to time, but bro,
maybe, maybe, in,
even if
maybe in
even
another,
bro,
maybe in another 2 years, innit? But
I say another 2 years, or not even next year, bro.
I
Drop
want
us
to
with a
mix it.
little,
Next year, I want to mix it.
but never a mixtape. I just need an EP. Just with a couple, like obviously a mixtape would be the preferable, but even if you drop a little 4 pack EP, maybe with like a J Hus feature, or Mostak feature, or just something to lighten me in it. Like, I'm happy with that. Just a bit, like with a man them. Because for example, I think 2018 and 19 probably the best years. Like, because especially like with feet, obviously this one he dropped us the one with the
Wait,
young
sorry, do
Test
you know
one.
who I want to hear Dave on a track with?
Yeah.
Unknown T.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. That's a good one. That's a
Unknown
good
T
one.
is killing the
His,
game, right?
his pen is underrated.
Bro, Unknown T is like the only reason I still listen to drill.
Bro, did you hear Driller shit?
Yeah, yeah.
The flows on that.
Amazing.
I think he's
Amazing.
top five floor man in the UK right now.
I won't argue. I won't argue.
bro, do you know how hard it is to catch that fast flow on that beat? A lot of man can't do that, and he's got
Bro,
flows on flows.
that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I don't want to start naming names. You get me? There's certain man that come up very recently, and right now in the UK, like a lot of men are coming up and going down straight because it's like
Guys,
they're
for the
trying.
C, someone name with a C or A. I'm not sure who, but I'm
Them ones, them
trying to,
ones.
you know what I
Nah,
mean?
them ones. But yeah,
No.
if you felt at it, didn't it? Not that you'd be watching, but if you felt at it, you probably should still.
No, no, don't downplay the thing. Don't watch it, don't watch it. But nah, like as you were saying, yeah, like I just want to hear him. I want to hear him with the man them, like just a bit more. I don't know, make more UK music just for a bit, not too long, or just incorporate it more because, bro, you saw how good In the Fire was. For example, I was saying in 2018, bro, he dropped us with like 18 Honor. You know, there were I don't
Yeah,
know why I can't think of them right now, but there were features that we had that were like because bro, 1800 that verse on there. I don't know if 18 No Words dropped that year as well. I can't think. My head's got a bit blank, but we had features from him that year. Or
yeah,
we're hearing a different type of Dave. So I don't know. Kind of want to not that I want him back, but I want you to incorporate it. But obviously, I know you move on in life. That might not be where you're on no more, but just to go back on. But honestly, congrats on the album still. But
yeah.
it's just
Congrats, big, big.
for real. The concept thing, it's not easy because a lot of men don't do it because they can't.
No
You get
cap,
me?
no cap.
Because really, like, I feel like if you can make like you're basically you're in the same like world as like a film, like a playwright or like a author.
As
But
a as a,
obviously, but you
as a
translate
writer,
it through music.
bro.
If you're
I
able
know
to
you
make
saw. I know you
concept,
saw the memes that say what's called. You seen the meme of like Shakespeare copying Dave's homework in class. No,
bro,
personally,
like
I'm able with Shakespeare any day because like, bro, it's whatever, man. No, no, for real. Sorry, I know we're meant to wrap up in it, but tell me that story about the Albanian girl over this thing about the actual Romeo and Juliet. Any
yeah,
day, man.
and the thing
Means
is that it's actually mad. But the thing is that he was spitting real shit, bro. I think we said about the one about finding love, bro. Culture clash. The culture clash is it's a real life thing. But if
so
Big Dave with a Lambo truck that can buy 20 Lambo trucks and he works with us and he can get any Aston Martin he wants, so he can design the Aston Martin, bro. And the dad still doing a bad thing, bro. If
it's
Dave
like,
doesn't have it easy, how can we have it easy? Do you know what I
bro,
mean?
gosh, Dave just told me I can never chat to an Albanian girl.
No, I think that is very correct, bro. I'm telling you, culture clashes is serious.
No,
Cause, bro, oh, I thought I'm in big trouble, man. But
I
no,
lie, I lie, I lie.
it's
Anyway,
okay.
let's wrap it up. All right,
Alright,
cool.
so yeah, I give it a 7. I give it 7.5. What do you give it?
I gave it what did I give it? I think I gave it an 8.
8.
I
Yeah.
can agree on a 7.5. I
Yeah,
can
we'll
agree.
say them guys rating podcast. Them guys put rating. We'll give
Bro,
it
I like to lie. You need to go
7.5.
back to English, bro. You've been
Bro,
jamming
allow me.
too much DB, not enough Dave, yo. Fix up.
Bro, I'm just on the vibe, bro. I just live a vibe. You get me? DB told me to enjoy life and just vibe
No,
with it.
bro.
But nah, man, as you were saying, bro.
All right, cool. This has been the Dem Guys podcast. He's been that guy, Muheez. I've been this guy, Raheem. Thank you guys for listening.